Hey guys, what's up? I'm Patrick of CoasterFanatics, and today I'm bringing you a brand new edition of the Cobra Roll, your place for theme park and amusement park news and updates. As you guys know, we're kind of in the off season right now. I haven't done one of these videos since December. In this video, I will discuss theme park and amusement park news from the last 2 months. So, first things first, Casino Pier started construction on their brand new Eurofighter for 2017. They also announced that they will be naming it Hydrus, which is a pretty cool name if you ask me. A little over a week ago, they actually completed all the track work on this coaster, and I must say it looks great. I really like the blue and green paint scheme. I'll be visiting this pier sometime in the summer, so stay tuned for a POV and review of Hydrus, you guys. In other construction news, Carowinds is still making excellent progress on the new county fair section of the park. They are putting finishing touches on Rock and Roller and continuing to build up the new electric spin ride. They also started installation on the Doocy Doo ride. All in all, they are making excellent progress. The new county fair section is set to open on March 25th. It should be very cool when it's all done. Finally, some great news coming out of the Clomarden Zoo in Sweden. It was recently announced that the RMC coaster Wildfire will not be demolished. The Swedish Environmental Agency decided to grant them a new permit, which saves Wildfire. This is excellent news, you guys. It really would have been a shame if they would have had to tear this coaster down. Hopefully this coaster will be ready to operate at the start of the season. Next, Knoebels announced that they are getting a new ride made by SBF Visa. It's called Over the Top. The owners of the park seen this ride at IAAPA and decided to get one for the 2017 season because it has characteristics of an old ride called Flying Cages that used to be at the park. The ride will send you 20 feet in the air in a standing position both forwards and backwards. This should be a nice addition for Knoebels. It will appeal to just about the whole family and should work out well for them. Some of you may not have heard about this one. On December 30th, the Sky Cabin at Knott's Berry Farm got stuck 148 feet in the air with 21 people on board. Knott's Berry Farm attempted to lower the ride but was unsuccessful. Eventually, fire crews had to lower each passenger one by one with rope and harness. I don't know about you guys, but I would have loved to be one of those passengers. I would have totally videoed the whole thing with my pivot heads on the way down. On a serious note, at least everyone got down safe and no one was hurt. Hats off to everyone who was involved. They are still investigating the cause of the ride stopping, and it has been closed ever since. In other news, on February 1st, Fun Spot Kissimmee started construction on their brand new Gravity Group wood coaster. 5 days later, on the 6th, they announced the name of this coaster, which is Mind Blower. In addition, they announced that it will feature 2 mine tunnels during the course of the ride. I'm a big fan of Gravity Group coasters, and I'm really looking forward to riding this summer. I'll be visiting the Florida parks late this summer, so stay tuned for a POV and review of Mind Blower. Next is some big news out of California's Great America. On Wednesday, January 4th, they sent in their 20-year plan to the city of Santa Clara. The plan included a water park expansion, a new front entrance and entertainment complex, and many new thrill rides and roller coasters. They listed some great new coaster additions, which included a B&M Hyper, an Intamin Impulse, a Vekoma family coaster, as well as a 100-foot tall wood coaster. It also included the Vortex conversion into Patriot. A few weeks later, the city of Santa Clara approved the new additions, giving them the green light to start expanding this park. This is great news, you guys. All these additions should really improve this park for over the next 20 years. Now, all that being said, these are still all proposals. Great America isn't necessarily going to build all of this, but still, these will all be great if they happen. I believe the B&M Hyper will be the next addition to this park, but we will see. Time will tell. Kings Island is still making great progress on its new GCI Mystic Timbers. You can see in this picture they are well underway on the station for this coaster. Of course, we still don't know what's in the shed on Mystic Timbers. The shed will be built directly behind the station. I must say they are doing a really good job at keeping it a secret. I'm going to do my best to be there for opening weekend to try to bring you guys a POV and review of Mystic Timbers. On January 5th, SeaWorld San Diego announced a new roller coaster for 2018. It's a Premier Ride Skyrocket 2 model called Electric Eel. This coaster will be identical to Tempesto at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. It will have a max speed of around 60 miles per hour and a max height of 150 feet with one inversion. This should be a great addition to this park. Luckily, I plan on visiting California in 2018, so I will be able to ride this new coaster when it opens. I must say the sign for this coaster looks awesome with the electricity and the coral theme, and the name is great too. It should be a home run for SeaWorld San Diego. In other news, Silver Dollar City announced that they will be adding a new kids area to the Coconut Cove section of the water park. It will feature 5 slides, 4 water blasters, bubblers, hose jets, and tipping buckets, and much more. This should be a big hit with the kids at Silver Dollar City. Finally, you guys, I want to talk a little bit about the new S&S coaster concepts. The first is a multi-launched family coaster. This is a very interesting coaster. It has inverted trains and it features this awesome rotisserie switch track. First it launches forward, then it comes back and goes up this really unique twisted spiral spike. Finally it comes back for the final launch, which sends it through the rest of the course. Very interesting coaster, you guys. I don't really ride family coasters all that often, but if parks decide to build this one, I'd love to try it. Looks amazing. Next is their elevator coaster. This thing looks cool too, you guys. It is very similar to the Cannibal coaster at Lagoon. It features an elevator lift and a beyond vertical drop. It goes into this odd element that I've never seen before. I'm sure it will have its own name. After that, it goes through a bunch of twists and turns, with 2 inversions, which are a dive loop and a roll. Overall, this coaster looks great. It's just kind of short in my opinion. Definitely shorter than Cannibal. That's for sure. I could definitely see smaller parks buying this coaster. It should be a very popular ride. The next coaster is a modified version of their launched Loco Coaster model. This is very similar to Gale Force, which is a coaster that is set to open this year at Playland's Castaway Cove. One of the big additions is a turntable switch that should allow this coaster to run more than one train. Another big difference is that this model isn't a complete circuit. It features a spike in the back that the train passes straight up on the second launch. I actually really like this model, you guys. This to me is the most unique of the concepts they released. I'm really hoping some parks build this coaster. It should be a big hit amongst enthusiasts and the general public. Next is the Loco Dive Coaster. So this model is supposed to compete with the B&M Dive Coaster. But to me, besides the initial drop, this is more like a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. It even has a lot of the same inversions, including the half loop at the end, which is very similar to Mystery Mine. Except the difference is that this loop has the final brake run. So it looks like you kind of hang there for a few seconds, which is pretty interesting. I honestly don't see them selling many of these coasters. It is just too similar to a Eurofighter in my opinion, and there is already a lot of those coasters around. The final coaster is one I could see them building a lot. This is their looping coaster. This thing looks great, you guys. So much better than those Larson Super Loops. It features these awesome wing trains and has a non-inverting roll at the top. All in all, it looks amazing. I'd love to see Cedar Fair start picking these things up and blowing the Six Flags Super Loops out of the water. That's all I have for this edition of the Cobra Roll. Sorry about my voice, you guys. I've been battling a cold this whole week. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section and please let me know if you are enjoying this series. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button. And if you're new around here, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good one. I'll catch you all on the next video very, very soon.